All right, guys, we're back. Got some more hot takes. This might be the last day in a row that we do hot takes because, without question, tonight should be the night. At 4 a.m. my time. So this clock right now is 11:30 a.m. When it's 4 a.m. on the 28th, we should see presumably Metal Cooler details, maybe Easy 8 details. Right, kind of like the dry week or dead week, whatever you want to call it, should be ending. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do one last hot takes video tomorrow. There was people dropped like 500 threads. It's like, slow week. They knew, throwing out threads and stuff. All right, let's jump in. Been playing since day one on Global. I did not know this. I know Holden quite well, but I didn't realize day one. Okay, what? Okay. Different eras. Damn, this guy might be able to mix me up. All right, Holden, let's see what you got. By the way, Holden, I do plan on doing it still. It's going to get done. STR Omega Gat. Oh, yeah, this is true. Yeah. The other 70% leaders, so we're talking about Vegito, Buhan, Gotenks, Vegeta. Damn, dude, this is where lately I have been messing up. So Vegito was AGL, Broly was physical, Buhan int, Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks was tech, Omega was SCR. Yeah, because the attack debuff. The attack debuff is just so crazy. Like, when Extreme Super Battle Road dropped, Extreme STR Super Battle Road was one of the easiest ones. I mean, a lot of it had to do with Cooler, who was one of the strongest characters ever, that TUR STR Cooler. But yeah, the attack debuff, it was crazy in there, for sure. STR LR Broly was the best unit in the game until Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku came out. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is probably true. Broly did more damage than Gohan. Was infinitely better in Super Battle Road. It was also very free for Broly to just, like, remember, we're talking 2017. Characters didn't just, like, do multiple guaranteed supers. Like, that was, like, insanity, right? Yeah, I could definitely see it. Infinitely better in Super Battle Road. Both of them one-shot Dokkan events until SBR dropped. Always believe this. Yeah, I mean, I could see this. It's not really super crazy. Broly was that guy back then, yeah. Remember, on JP, Gohan came out a couple of months before Broly. But on Global, Broly was the first summonable LR. Still a crazy thing they did. Yeah, remember, like, back then, you know, reference it a couple of times. But I don't, like, I'm just curious. Hold on. Like, LR Broly banner? It's in here. It's just, I've uploaded, 14,000 videos at this point, right? Okay, that's from 7 years ago. SCR type banner summons. Yeah, so way back in the day, I could not pull this guy. I couldn't get him. I tried my ass off. It wasn't until the 3rd anniversary. Yeah, here we go. I think it was 3rd anniversary where I finally got him. Because remember, for weeks, there was no real content in the 3rd anniversary besides them returning the LR banners. I might pause. I really want to find this. Wow, yeah, dude, look at some of these. Well, yeah, I mean, dude, these videos, man, have been around a long time. Oh! No, but this is not... I am currently 1,410 stones deep into this banner with no LR Broly. What is this? May 19th, 2017. So that's not the first time I summoned on his banner, huh? Yeah, but maintenance ended, and Broly was just sitting there. It was just legendary, iconic stuff, right? like Broly just literally out of nowhere. It was so crazy. All right, STR Blue was underrated, smeared by the community for a majority of 2017-2018. Did he die to supers? Yeah, but so did Goten and Trunks in Gohan, AGL, Majin, Vegeta. I do remember that the Hybrid Saiyan team was definitely much tankier, right? Because remember, Gohan, his leader skill, STR Ultimate Gohan, he was giving 170% to HP and defense, and it was only 130% to attack, right? Yeah. That's what they did. So the Hybrid Saiyan team was really tanky. Hybrids was the best team in the game, I believe, for quite a while. Because they had all, like, summonable LRs were so rare back then, and Hybrids had 3. It was ridiculous. And then this Gohan was a support, right? Like, it's great insanity, dude. White Fields and Super Battle. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Yeah. APT. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just like we go through APT and it's just like a bunch of names of people who hate me. It is true though. Like I won't this person or this person, but I'm looking in this. I see 4 names who hate my guts. Funny times, man. Funny times. All right, let's see. In early 2016, 2017, modern area is quite fast. Yeah, it's very fascinating, Holden. I'd agree, dude. Yeah, for sure, man. Okay, yeah, definitely some. Yeah, definitely. I think so. Yeah, just saying. All right, whatever. Let's just. All right, hold. I'm gonna. What? Let me see. Well, hold on. Not a tool to rank units. I mean, it still can be interesting information, right? I definitely would concede to that for sure. Here's another person that hates me. Dude, come on. Bro, dude, I don't... I don't know what it is about, like, me and the APT people, but it's like, if they are, like, really calcing, it's like embedded in their brain. They gotta fucking hate my guts. Now, to be fair, over the years, I have truly evolved into a troll. I mean, I can't even done that. Like, it's just, I am a troll now, right? Like, dude. So, I mean, it's, it is what it is. And it is what it is. Mr. Battle Road style of event difficulty. If they up this difficulty or release the Super Battle Road 3. That's what they should call it. Okay. Okay, but I mean, what isn't Battle Hard and Formidable Foes is kind of like the spiritual successor. Union Master is also not like super far away from what it was. It's just like, in order to make it as difficult. Remember, here's the thing about like difficulty in Dokkan. Back then, like these characters didn't all have defensive mechanics, which like. And that's, which we get into, like, APD and, like, ranking characters, stuff like that. Like, you would get, like, every single character would just be doing, like, damage and shit. Like, it's like, we didn't, like, not every character, like, Golden Frieza has massive damage reduction, right? Like, Broly has got, right, like, he's got his massive damage reduction as well. And then he has, where I want to highlight it specifically, here it is right here. This massive defense when receiving an attack, right? This guy's guarding. Again, you got damage reduction. You're guarding and dodge and damage reduction. They got damage reduction and dodge, guard and damage reduction, right? Like, not every character back then was like that. So it just created an environment where things were much more difficult, right? Like, even the red zones in the 7th anniversary at the start of 2022... like, recreating that is just, like, not... It's just, like, unless they go so balls to the wall with it. Because even in 2022, like, characters were not releasing with defensive mechanics in 2022, right? Like, let me pull up, specifically, I'm looking for... Yeah, remember, the global order is different. It always messes me up. Let's grab this guy as well. I mean, we probably don't really need to talk about this guy, but I mean, which defensive mechanics do you guys see right here? Do you think he would have been better if he had defensive mechanics? The answer is yes. Tell me what defensive mechanics you see right here, right? Like, this is what they wanted you to use against, like, red zone. No defensive mechanics, right? Like, that's what this era Holden is talking about is from. Nowadays, like, our characters are actually just, like, too good. It's funny, because every character comes out, and, like, people are like, oh my god, they suck. But, like, I mean, you know, we need to go back in time to find the characters that really did suck. Who were just complete zeros, basically, so... S-Zero Super Saiyan 3 Goku is better than Toppo in 9th anniversary meta. No, I don't know that I'm fully agreeing with that. I mean, the only fight where Toppo struggled was Cell Max. Cell Max was it. That was the only fight. But, well, let me change what I said. The only fight where full special pose struggled was Cell Max. Toppo could handle business to an extent in Cell Max. That Cell Max stage 2. I don't agree. If you want to tell me you think Goku was better once we progressed into, like, the Goku and Frieza fight, sure. Because I feel like Toppo was kind of, like, countered quite a bit by the structure of that fight. But 9th anniversary meta, nah, I don't agree. Let me see what Holden said. Toppo was a tank after he transformed. Goku simply dodged all attacks. Build him full dodge. Yeah, I like Holden because Holden is very reasonable. I feel like Holden is someone who actually is on, like, I don't know. If you know, up is, like, all defense and down is, like, all offense, I feel like Holden kind of, like, jumps back and forth accordingly. Like, in, like, a smart way. Not just, like, you know, obsessed to one, like, kind of, like, ideal with it. Right? So, like, you know, like, I feel like he is more of, like, I mean, forgive me if I'm misrepresenting it all, but more of kind of like an offensive-minded player, just from what I've seen, but can still respect something like this on certain units or in certain situations, which is good. Yeah, I mean, but Toppo was the same. Like, Toppo, the problem with Toppo, another reason why I hate the friend system, dude. Toppo, unfortunately, you either built him full dodge or you didn't know what you were doing in the game. Like, I'm sorry. Like, but it's just how it was. This guy with full dodge was completely different because of this, right? So people, and remember, he gets guaranteed crits from this too. So it's like people were just trolling very heavily, man. Oh my god, dude, this is a kit from last year. It's still very basic. I feel like, you know, now here's what we got this year. Yeah, it's a lot more, dude. These kits every year, man. I go back and look at a kit from last year. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's it? That's all he was doing? That's a little longer right there. But like, yeah, damn, yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah, I don't agree with this. Toppo 8 supers for 400k. I mean, if you didn't know what you were doing, maybe. Like, the Dumbos who went 30 additional, yeah, their Toppos were getting fucked sometimes. Goku took 0 counter while supporting better setups too. I mean, Goku could fail his dodges. Toppo was very tanky. Because typically the way it works is, like, if you get characters that release at a similar time frame, these guys are only a couple of months apart. It's not that far. Toppo is like a guard and damage reduction character. Goku is a dodge character. What happens? Typically, the guard and damage reduction characters are better day 1. And then as things get tougher, the dodge characters will age better. It's the way it always has worked. Dodge will always age better than guard and damage reduction because the guard and damage reduction characters are geared towards the meta they come out in. Like, we're seeing that with, like, Beast Gohan now, Carnival Attack Broly. Right? People love, and when I say Carnival Attack Broly, I mean DBZ, Carnival Attack Broly. People love him still. And for a year-old character, I would say he's one of the best ever, for sure. But he also can easily be bodied right now. If he's not in slot 1. All right, and we have lock-in bosses all over. So this one I cold-blooded disagree with right here. Toppo was very overhated by the community. But, I mean, it's Toppo. Like, Toppo is, like, Tao level in hype. I know that would upset people, but, like, it's true. Like, sorry. No one gives a fuck about Toppo. No one gives a fuck about Tao. We got to get our obligatory Tao comment in there at one point during it. The ever-improving nature of Dokkan, many things are quickly dying from old age. Yeah, I mean, okay. Friend summon banners pointless 95% of the year. Battlefield does not have any difficulty. Rewards are dated. They also don't give you enough rewards to get all this stuff. I still have not rainbowed the Goku, Vegeta, Krillin, and Android 18 from Battlefield. Yeah, this is true. That's why, like, even though the update hurts me really badly, the removing reverse update, because they're fundamentally changing how the game works, and then it's going to cause some players to lose characters they've collected for years, like me. I still think it's a really good change for the game because we're getting rid of the stupid archaic mechanics that don't need to be there anymore, right? For sure. Yeah, they could do something else. Battlefield is fine. I think Battlefield is fine for what it is, right? It's like if Battlefield is like the only content we got like in a week or something, like it would kind of like, be ass. But you know, Battlefield is just like a drop in the bucket of a celebration. I think it's fine. Friend Summon Banner though, they got to do some shit with it for sure, for sure. They could massively upgrade. Like they could put. I don't know why they couldn't put like the first year of Dokkan Fests. I feel like could be thrown in there with like low rates. Why not? Like, you know, oh my god, like, you know, like, when is EZA 3 coming out? Not gonna be for a long time, right? You know, if you pull AGL Dragon Fist, it's not like, oh, fuck, the free-to-play player got AGL Dragon Fist, he's not gonna be pay-to-play now. He's not gonna be seduced to it, right? Like, I think that would be a good thing they could do, right? Put old, very rare Dokkan Fest characters in there, and boom, like, we could be cooking. Yeah, this is correct. Yep, I already know where he's going this. Yeah, 100%. Hit him attempt system was great for a while, but needs to be better. Because now all these characters, yes, have additionals, have crit, have dodge right into their kits. So we need to revamp the system as well. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That'd definitely be something. Like, you know, having, like, equips, I mean, potentially have a chance to give a character that doesn't have guard, to give a character the potential to be a support type character. I mean, there's a ton of things they could do with this, right? Legends equips, full on, like Legends equips can be so detailed and nuanced and have such actual new abilities that just an equip is enough to make a character relevant again, right? So festival's great. I enjoy myself when I get to the end. Have been loving the units made for it. Play as I go about my day. This is what a lot of people have to understand. Like, it's just that simple. I feel like people do act like Iron Cane, and it's like, oh my god, like, I have to have 2 hands on the fucking phone. I have to have 2 eyes on the phone. I have to have my headphones on. Noise canceling, of course. And I have to just, you know, be 2-eye mind-fucked on the phone. But, like, you just play as you go about your day. Yeah, that's what I do. That's why I've dropped... I mean, I guess you guys are gonna, well, this video, I'm gonna schedule this video before, well, I guess you guys know what the next video of the day is gonna be, because I've already got it scheduled. I'm gonna slot this one in before this, but people asked for, do the AGL Beerus first festival. I think, I'm pretty sure what happened was, I woke up last night, and it's like, alright, like, let's get some Squadron. Iron was streaming, and I'm like, hey, Iron, let's play Squadra. And this guy is like, you're terrible. I don't want to play with you. And I'm like, damn, bro. And then someone, I think, said, like, hey, do AGL Beer's first festival. I've seen people say it a couple of times. So I was like, oh, I could just start that and then do it while I'm playing Squadra with Iron. And that's exactly what this video was. I went through 60 turns of festival battles while playing Squadra with Iron. And by the way, I won this fucking run too. So, yeah, I could play Squadra while doing that. I mean, I'm not good at Squadra, but... current issue is too few units are made for it. Many units released this year could have had stacking, still be balanced, but didn't. The solution we're looking for, and I look at this guy specifically, is we want a villain version of Vegeta and Trunks to drop. And that would make the game, that would make it a lot more fun, because there are a lot of legitimate villain fans. And, you know, whereas Tao has fans only on Twitter. A small amount of loud Tao fans on Twitter. But no one gives a fuck about Tao. Villains, I find people do, there's people like Goresh, like, a lot more common than just, like, Tao or something like that. So I think Dokkan would be doing us a great service. Oh, whoops, I'm going to Omega, but I wanted to go to Vegeta and Trunks. Dokkan would be doing us a great service by dropping a villain that has this ability right here. And remember, I mean, they've released villain missions and stuff, so... I think that this right here on a villain character, a premium villain character right now, would be fantastic. And it would just allow you to use more and more different characters in there, which could make it feel a little bit more fun. Tag mechanics, best mechanic to Dokkan since active seals. Yeah, I agree. I find the tag characters to be the most fun characters in the game, easily. Fundamentally changed the way they approach unit design, open doors for endless releases of new characters, tag variants, units we previously joined forces. Yeah. And I look at this character. I feel like in years from now, I'll be talking about this character as one of my favorite characters ever, one of my favorite designs ever. This unit is just, I find so fun. I think that this is to me the gold standard. They're not the best character, but this is the gold standard of a tag character to me. Is this character. That's why I'm glad Metal Cooler is coming next to buff the team, right? For sure. Dokkan, I agree with this. Yeah, it's true. Now, people bitched and whined. I hope Holden is not gonna be silly here. Namek, Goku, and Full Power Frieza were good. And I would argue they were good enough too. Because, I mean, Full Power Frieza can still handle business. Like, people are using him for these festival battle missions. Namek Goku, if you consider the 10th anniversary content of the Red Zones and, like, Festival, Namek Goku is good enough. Like, you know, when he dropped, I didn't like those EZAs. But we also didn't know what the content was going to look like. I'm pretty sure I would have been saying during those videos, too, we don't know what the content is looking like, so this could change, but I don't like them right now. But, like, as Festival and these fights came out, they were able to handle business. And that's just, like, kind of like, you know, what's going on with a lot of people who whine all the time is that, like, they don't like Festival, and, like, they kind of, like, choose to ignore it, and they didn't like the 10th anniversary Red Zones, so they choose to ignore those, and characters designed for those fights, they just say are shit, since they're, you know, a lot of them aren't good for, like, the GDC fights. This is true, though. They certainly could make them a lot better. Like, SDR Vegito didn't last very long, right? I mean, I feel like Physical Buhan was good pretty much the whole year. Zero reason to hold them to a lesser regard than anniversary units. Sure. I mean, it's not going to hurt us if they bump it up. I doubt they will put them on the actual Dokkan Fest, like, you know, anniversary Dokkan Fest level. But I think the worldwide ECAs, they could be made even better, for sure. Dokkan themselves often compare the two as equally important events. Difference between Vegito and Buhan, the year 6 and the Namek LR's year 7 is what I mean. Yeah, I mean, that's a sizable gap, but it's just, they do specifically treat these anniversary Dokkan Fests different. I mean, how much more fun would the game be if they also did it with the worldwide characters, though? I mean, it's definitely a good point, right? Namek Goku, yeah, see, they were good. Yup, nice. Not as good as they should have been given their impact on the Cunium release, given how poorly they aged the following year after release. Yeah, I mean, this was just, you know, like, tough luck, kid, to these two. Because Red Zone dropped. That's what it was, Red Zone, man. There's a year stretch, basically, of characters who got fucking wiped out by Red Zone. Basically from, like, pretty much July of 2021 to June of 2022 is a year of fish compared to Red Zone. Straight fish. So, yeah, I do like that. I do like the argument of I really wish these two were even better because of how short a reign they had because Red Zone came out and rocked them. That's a good argument. Because I really hope that, like, AGL Trunks is going to get, like, a super good EZA, right? Because, I mean, he was knocked out by Red Zone like so many characters were. Namek Goku being good for a festival when he could still die to supers in there. Well, wait, he can, but he could also easily... Wait. Can still die to supers in there. You could say that about literally every character in every event. Like, if you prioritize Namek Goku, he doesn't die to supers in there. Barely any damage is true. Like, he could be very tanky, but he's not going to hit very hard. That is correct, yeah. Frieza being homeless when he was fighting UI for number 1 in his prime is irritating. Yeah, back then, I thought that it was UI number 1, Full Power Frieza number 2, and then Namek Goku was number 3. Units were strong and easy, but not to the standards I want. Holden has very good wording, I think. That's a big difference between him and a lot of people. His wording is very strong, right? Standards I want. Because what am I supposed to say to that, right? Can't argue it. Not to the standards of what the celebration represents in Dokkan. That's fair. Same goes for Vegito and Buhan. Yeah, Vegito really was fucking hurt. Yeah, Buhan was his bag was much better. He was solid for quite a while. But yeah, Vegito, man, it was rough. I mean, even the Cell Max fight like was just bodying Vegito, right? AGL Gohan Incel were practically unusable in months after they EZA'd. Yeah, it's crazy because specifically when they dropped, they were so broken. But then, I mean, it's even like once we got into like some of those AoE fights and stuff, they did struggle a bit. Yeah, I'm down for both Dabura and Tapion Dokkan Fest. Again, it's still so funny. I was throwing up like, oh man, I feel like we could see a Dabura Dokkan Fest like when Daima was starting, right? Like, oh yeah, we could definitely see a Dabura Dokkan Fest. And since then, he's gotten a bunch of categories, right? He's gotten Demonic Power is brand new, Successor's new, and Mission Execution is new. He's gotten 3 new categories since I offered up the idea this guy's a Dokkan Fest. I mean, it would not be a hype one. This is a Tao level Dokkan. Well, this guy's above Tao, but I mean, it's a Tao level Dokkan Fest. You know, Bulma level Dokkan Fest, Pan, Captain Ginyu, Raditz, right? Like the same tier of character. Remember, Captain Ginyu exploded because of how dominant that they were and their whole team was. But yeah, Dabura, Tapion. Like, Dabura would be a good, you know, Dokkan Fest, I guess Halloween Dokkan Fest or something like that. It's been many years since they've done a real hitter for Halloween, right? I mean, previously, you know, in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was Halloween, Physical Super Vegeta was Halloween, but they don't really do that as much these days. Yeah. That's for sure. The iconic one for me, I'll never forget, is Android 18. Piss me the fuck off. This made me actually mad. This looks incredible. This is a summonable anniversary banner unit animation to me. Like, this looks good. This is good. That's like good. This is good. On a horrible character. And remember, she came out... I gotta pull up the JP release so we could see the actual time difference here. Luckily, we could easily click to it with... let's go GT Hero. And then where is she? Right here. Okay, so she came out... Yeah, dude, October 5th, 2023. So she directly followed the 2023 worldwide download. Like, her animation is better than Trunks. Sword of Hope Trunks and AGL Vegeta, a lot of the, like, Blue Goku and Vegeta, their animations aren't as good as this free-to-play Android 18. That pissed me off so much. Because it's, like, back-to-back. It was back-to-back. Android 18 came out right after, like, Dokkan Fest LR, Carnival LR characters with subpar animations, and this free-to-play character, like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, free-to-play characters, to me, can be 2016 Kamehamehas, or, I think what's better, this is the thing, you know, this is one of those things people will cry huge salty tears about. I love what they did here. This is good. Reuse good animations. Yup. They just used some of, like, Yamcha's active right here for this. To me, that's perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I don't care. I think that's completely perfect to do that, right? For a free-to-play character, absolutely. And then save resources for big characters. They can be good units, but they do not need level animations like some have gotten recently. LR Demon King Piccolo, yeah, his shit looks really good, yep. Gonna make him look that good, make him summonable, waste of resources. Yep, I agree. Uh-oh. Biggest sin Dokkan's committed to this day is Gohan's active condition. Yeah, remember, we started a huge movement. I bet you we could pull this up too, right? I must have put it in the title. Fix Gohan. Yup. Here's how we could change that. How naive I was. Let's take a look. So this is August 28th, 2019. Nice 3:48 a.m. video we're making right there. I love it. Let's see like the most recent comment. Then we got 1,000 comments on this. What? Bro. The internet, man. I love it so much. I love it so fucking much. You believe that's a real comment? Dude, I swear, bro, what are the chances? I just am like, all right, let's see what recent comments, because I would expect we'd click it and we'd see people like being like, oh man, like, you know, too bad or something like that. Yeah, he never changed. I got it, dude. No, this is getting tweeted. I'm tweeting this right now. Dude. Here we go, guys. Live tweet during the video. Unbelievable. You think you've seen it all? New diabolical villain category. Yeah, it's Inhuman Deeds right there. Another disaster. Oh, no. So this video is useless. I mean, is this guy even wrong? Yeah, I guess he's right, right? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, crazy, dude. Vegito Blues is pretty bad. Yeah, we're going to be feeling the effects of that next year, potentially. Physical Ultimate Gohan not being Beast kind of sucked. Oh, whoa, buddy. Buddy. Kinda sucked. Yeah. It kinda sucked. AGL Gohan just couldn't transform at almost any point in the unit's lifespan. Picture him related. Yeah, what are you gonna say? Like, oh, let's run, like, you know, Android 16 without a leader skill. Remember how comically bad, like, this guy, remember, he had a great EZA. I thought his sub EZA was fantastic. But this guy's kit was comically bad. This is an Android character. Oh my god. And remember, back then, we also did not have the guard indicator, which we do now have. Yeah, and remember, Gohan's leader skill was Kamehameha, by the way. So stupid. What were they thinking, man? Crazy. I gotta go with probably, I mean, Physical Ultimate Gohan, though. Really, that dude, I'm sorry. People pretend like, oh, you guys just, you know, like, bro, I'm going with that, man. I'm sorry. Oh, look. Int Rose was not contending for #1 on release, like many people Truth specifically said. Yeah. I was definitely gassing him hard. Defense was bad. He was just tech killer Broly, but did less damage in Super Battle Road. Because Broly could do all those additionals, right? Worst setups for Super Battle Road. I mean, is that true? I specifically looked at the Supers. Broly was a better unit. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Because I remember really being wowed. I mean, this would be hard potentially to do in Rose Super Battle Road. It's gonna be difficult to look back at the old footage too, because we're gonna see these low ass numbers. What the fuck? Damn, back in the day, I really knew how to. Okay, we have 3 different stages. I think it's Patara. Yeah, dude, there's a moment at the end where he bodies, like, Yamcha or something like that, right? Yup, boom. Look at this. We're gonna get back here, and then it's... No, it's Realm of Gods. Isn't it? Because that's easy. Yeah, that's not who we're looking for. No, maybe not. Maybe, it must be the... Extreme Int one then, yeah, because it was a fight where we're going up against like the like just the little shitty fighters, right? Like the Z fighters. Do we end with the Z fighters? No, I don't know. I remember it was one of these, right? Where we just dude, that has a 5 million attack stat. That's what that was. Bro, the damage this guy did was unreal back then. Yeah, look at that. Just completely wipes him out. I don't know. Rose was up there, man. A lot of people did disagree with me about that, but I mean, you know, people love fusions, yeah, but I think I would probably stand by that. This art sucks. Reflected in chest face. This is something, I mean, I just don't agree. Nah, I don't agree. Let me take a look here. I'm not really like an art master though. Like that, like I'm not like, oh my god, like his pose is not dynamic. As this is just not my, this is not my cup of tea, right? Like like judging art or judging like music. Like I'm not a musician like Toon Rami, right? I don't have that talent, that gift. I think it's pretty fucking sick myself. Yeah, I disagree there. You could tell it was rushed? Can you? Chad, is this true? Is Holden telling the truth here? This is rushed? I think it's fine. Tech. Oh, yes, dude. This guy loves that character. Here we go. It was actually good when he came out. Was largely buff. Yes. Yeah. The boos got massively buffed by the link level update. Yup. Well, being supported by Tech, the second form cell. He's the 50% extreme tech support. Those additions enabled him to tank in Super Battle Road, Extreme Sub Battle like a champ, yet people only remember his legacy as a unit who died to normals. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about after he's buffed by the link level update, but remember, I mean, it's a tricky time, because back then, I remember me and Goresh were practically, like, racing to see who could link level 10 STR Vegito the fastest, and it's like, it took, like, it was, like, 4 days or something before either of us finished them. Like trying to go as fast as we could. Link leveling back then. That's what it was like. 4 days, like non-stop 24/7 grinding. So it's like you would have probably had to prioritize this guy early on, which I imagine Holden did, to see him quickly in some of these stages, right? I mean, I would say this is probably mostly true, though. Like, I wouldn't really object to this. 2021, 2022 are the greatest banio that's ever made. Yeah, these are some killers right here. Yeah, Piccolo. I mean, Piccolo might be the best banio of all time, right up there. He's definitely up there. He was very easy to run and very good. Yeah, these boys were good. Third form Frieza was a monster. That's true. Pan is not, I don't think, on this level. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I remember my Pan getting slaughtered, though. Certainly, some of these dodge characters for individuals could be like different, right? Like Harudagarn has been a history of death for me. Like maybe some other people it has not been that way. Piccolo, them, and Frieza, hell yeah, dude. Dokkan not replicate this level of banning units despite still dropping good ones. I mean, yeah, I could see it. Kits are fine, but they're competing with many top tier LRs. The banning units are not designed for the main unit anymore. Well, yeah, I mean, like Champa, right, wasn't even a banner unit for them. I do wish that with banner units, it's just like support. Too often, I feel like they just are like stupid. Vegeta's good, but I really wish he supported. But I mean, he's got so much dodge, and he does double orb change. That's good. Spopovich, it's like, I don't know. Like, this is a troll character, if anything. I don't know. I feel like, why doesn't he support again? And, like, they dropped this with the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. They specifically went out of their way to not drop, like, a youth buff, I guess. I don't know, strange. Like, they could have dropped Pan with, like, the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, and they maybe could have done, like, another Shadow Dragon, like Ice Shenron with Omega. Might have been good. Oh, yes. Bardock does not get respect, yeah. Dokkan's treatment of Bardock in comparison to Broly is generally laughable. I mean, yeah, Broly now, it's been we've had 2 years of nonstop Broly. 2 most popular non-canon characters, yet one of them, well, Bardock is canon. Bardock is in the manga. He's in the original Dragon Ball manga. I mean, but it's just like his face, right? But yet one of them gets repeated releases that are underwhelming. Yeah, Bardock. Well, Broly is always fighting for #1 in some area. Yeah, very true. Yeah, I'd love like a top Bardock. I would. So true. Yeah. This guy was really fun when he first came out, though. This guy was so much fun when he first... Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. God damn, dude, was he fun. Not many great Bardock premium releases. Yeah, it's true. True. Yep, true. STR sells terrible. Now it's rough. Yeah, dude, yeah. I thought when he first came out, like, he was pretty good, but the way the power creep went was rough with him, and there's not really spots to super effectively run him outside of his own team, and then this is a character heavily victimized by the friend system, similar to Toppo. I only ever found 55% cells. It was fucking brutal, dude. Like, people go, oh my god, you kept losing to the red zones. It's like, bro, yeah, dude, like, having a second cell is already kind of rough, but when he's fucking 55%, I mean, it's a joke. Now, GDC's out, and it's done. And his team wasn't that good either, right? He just died everywhere. I mean, it's a team-wide issue. Has no help, yup. Barely beat the events that were out. Dude, yeah, with the friend system, impossible. Biggest letdown along with Time of Vegeta. Oh, buddy. Buddy. You know what you're forgetting. Nah, don't pull out that damage shit about Blue Kaioken with me, bud. You know. Hey, look me in the eye, Holden. You know. Bio Broly's better free-to-play release than Nova? Okay, sure. I mean, they're on the same level. And we could throw Master Roshi in there as well. They're on, like, the highest tier free-to-play character ever. Let me see. Better free-to-play release than Nova. Nova's great. Nullify most of the hardest fights. Supers. Can potentially die to normals. Yes. Okay, wait, but time out! Time out! Rose comes to mind. Rose's normals can kill Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, dude. Like, AGL Super Saiyan. Rose's normals can kill most of the game. His normals can kill most of the game. So, I know, like, yeah, remember, you gotta be careful with the wording, man. Because, remember, you know, it's like, if we're holding them to that standard, many of the elite characters in the game do not hold up to Rose's normals either. But Nova can die to other bosses' normals, for sure. He definitely can. I don't know. I find Nova to be exceptional, though. Bio Broly went 4 hours straight without losing to Goku and Frieza. Yeah, Bio Broly was designed perfectly for the content that was out. I agree. You can put Bio Broly above him. That doesn't bother me. Again, I'd throw Roshi in there as well for best free-to-play characters ever. Yeah, dude. Us Bio Broly. Damn, did us Bio Broly fans not fucking win so hard? Damn, it feels good to be a Bio Broly fan. Yes, let's go, dude. Red Zone fights this year are all boring. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. I thought the best fight probably among them was the Blue Goku fight. I think the Blue Goku fight was the best one. Because that was the one that, like, it was kind of, like, engaging the whole way through, right? Beerus was really good, too, during part 2 of the 10th anniversary. The Beerus fight was good. Because, again, it was engaging right away. Like, Beerus could, like, that's why. 10th anniversary Red Zone didn't have enough toxic mechanics, was too spongy. Yeah, because the problem is at the end of, we talked about it back then, talked about it recently, talked about it months ago. But the end of the Red Zone bosses, their HP was too high to where it felt like a chore to kill them, rather than, oh my god, they've got so much HP, it's making this hard. It just felt like a chore to get through their health, right? Tanabata Red Zone's too weak, yeah. Yeah, but again, me specifically, I don't really, like, care that, like, oh my god, the red zones are on par, because this year does have a lot of good fights. Yeah, GDC fights, the, next generation Saiyans, Supreme Magnificent Battle, the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks one, and then Festival battles. Like, there have been plenty of very good fights this year. But I would also argue the Blue Goku fight was good. That's the one I would say is good. And the Beerus fight as well. For those 10th anniversary Red Zones. Int hit shits on Kid Goku in Festival battles. It's not close. Well, I mean, yeah, you have the massive active skill attack, right? Easily the best CUR for Festival attack would maybe Tech Kefla. Being able to beat the event with no items without any Year 10 or Year 7 fusions. And no Vegeta and Trunks. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good run right there. So we got Hit, Glorio, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Kefla, Broly, Caulifla. Yeah, Broly certainly does help things out significantly, dude. With how massively powerful Broly is, for sure. For sure. Okay, cool. Gap between Kale and Caulifla. Ooh, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to say that they were dominating. They were on a different level, man. Gap between Kale and Khalifa and Gohan and Goten not that big in Legendary Goku event, so we're talking 2019. Taking into consideration that Gohan and Goten were tanking every super and normal for double digits, except for Int UI, while having a better team. They did similar damage. Kale and Khalifa were defense tier above, but not too. Oh, okay. I mean, if we're gonna say a tier above, you sold me. That's fine. That's fine. Tech Gohan and Goten have the worst easy. Oh, relative to what kind of release they are. Yeah, probably because they are Dokkan Fest LR. And at what their EZA was, I need to go to the JP wiki for this to make sure to pull up the correct date. We could get them from Movie Hero, so let's head here, Movie Hero. They actually might just be on the second page, huh? Yeah, so June 6th, 2023. Remember, Cooler was like August 30th of 2022. This character was literally just like Cooler again. Like they were super class SCR Cooler. And, I mean, that's, like almost a full year later, yeah. And that was right before some of the nasty power creep dropped, too. Dokkan Fest LR is easy as mid as fuck. Attire Celebration was bad, too. Physical Turleses. Best part about it was Amon and Raisin. Yeah, at the time, they were essentially villain Vegeta and Trunks, is what they were. Right? It's these units. This was super, like, hero version of SCR Cooler. And this was villain version of Vegeta and Trunks. They felt clunky, yeah. That's true. The Part 2 units from the 6th anniversary. And remember, 17 and Golden Frieza, they had an active skill condition that was really hard to hit, too. Often dying Gathering of the Gods stages, low point of the celebration. Low point seems a little strong, but, yeah, clunky for them, for sure. Wait, huh? Tech Broly was not the worst one. 20% leader, Great Link Partners, and Tech Rose and Mass Saiyan. Worst one, 20% leader was Kid Buu. Is that true? I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm gonna disagree with that, but I'm not putting up a fight on that. But like, no, dude, I'm sorry, bro. That was my team. Like if we go to live right here and then we just go by oldest, yeah, perfect, dude. Like, bro, like, this was my team at the start, man. 800 stones. Oh, yeah, back when I was on the iPad. Was this June 30th right there? This is my same account, by the way. This is the same exact account we're on. 800 stones. Yeah, wait. Scroll back up. Boom. This is the Goku Black, the Tech LR Goku Black and Zamasu banner. That's it right there. I re-rolled for them. I had one account was on emulator, one account was on the iPad. I was re-rolling two simultaneously, and it took me like 17 hours, because I think starting out, I only had 35 stones, so I could only do like 7 singles or something like that. Couldn't even do like multis. So it took me just a long time to reroll Goku Black and Zamasu. It took me a long time to awaken them too, to build the account up and stuff. It took quite some time. Oh, here we go. So yeah, then the banner drops. Hype, yeah. Well, I mean, it was Patriots fan. Yeah, there he is. Super Saiyan 3 Broly, man. Yup, Tech Golden Frieza, Fusion Zamasu, Mass Saiyan, Cell, all these extreme tech characters. You could build the team basically just from his banner, yeah. Then we got that Cooler, Boo. Okay. Yeah, Blast from the Past. In Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Hard Clear, Tech Gohan. Yeah, Holden towing the line with this one. Now, I don't give a fuck what Hybrid Sans will say. I think that this is one of those instances. I would say Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is better the day he came out, but as time went on, Gohan became better again. Does that make sense? So, like, I think, like, Gohan, you know, came out before Gogeta. Then Gogeta drops, and I think Gogeta, more geared towards the current content with the way he was set up, was better. But then Tech Gohan surpassed him. Gogeta could fail a counter, but he deleted enemies, tanked normals. Sometimes he died, it was rare. Easy A physical VB was better, too. Yeah, but, I mean, regardless, Gohan passed him again. Like, even if we'll say, like, yep, he was better than Gohan, he was better than Gohan, Gohan eventually outaged him. The king. This character is the most unfairly hated character in Dokkan history right here. People hated him because how good... It's like LeBron. People hated him because he's so good. The same thing. Majin Vegeta was never really in a good... Wait, was never really in a good spot on release. It was tough to get the final explosion off, yeah. No partner. Weakest of the original LRs. His EZA was worse. Yeah, they troll with the EZA because they put all the conditions based off of his speech in there. Brutal. Oh my god, Holden. How many... Dude, this is a long one. This is 50 minutes. Tech UI was not good enough for me. Was he top 10? Yeah. Wasn't top 5. Aged super fast. Yeah, but I mean, as a dodge character, we could still kind of use him. Think of him like a fusion of STR Vegito, AGL Broly. Tone his damage back. Too much for base. Could get sniped by normals and supers in base, too. Yeah, remember that one dumb fuck who kept telling me that Tech UI Goku was actually a crazy tank and I knew nothing about the game and stuff? Hilarious, man. Hilarious. He could have been a bit better, yeah, but... I mean, they were just in the mindset, the mood at the time, that, yeah, Beast is king and no one is touching him. Like, they were still kind of, like, right there with that. Like, yeah, Beast is gonna be the king. Int Broly was in discussion for top 3 on release. That seems a little high to me. Like, I definitely was a little too hard on him, but top 3 on release is... I don't know that I agree. Like him more than the trio. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Tech Broly, Famicom, Beast were better. Yes. Int Broly had a near 100% win rate in Goku and Frieza. Vector's trash. Alright, let's take a look. So these are just like, so this is like a stream. Just running through it with the Brolys. Okay. Bro, guys, doesn't old Dokkan look so weird? This is not that long ago. January 3rd, 2025. Bro, like, look, this looks like 50 years ago. This is footage from 2017, right? Look at this. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's the end. It was a good one, Holden. Yeah. Yeah, I'm planning on doing a reaction to this video right here. His Hall of Fame video. We could probably do that maybe for tomorrow. I don't want to promise it, but we could probably, like, try and lock that in for tomorrow. We'll see. I mean, remember, we should be getting the metal cooler stuff tonight. But, you know, we'll see. Yeah, Holden was a good one. Because, again, Holden is kind of like an APT head. I don't know if that's a good way to say it, but someone who I feel like would lean in the opposite line of thinking than me in a lot of aspects of the game, but, like, is very measured and explains himself well and blah, blah, blah. You guys get what I'm saying. Yeah. So definitely a good one by Holden. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.